Welcome to the fastest minute in tennis. I'm your host, Good Energy. As always, this video is brought to you via the Doctrine of Fair Use, the Fair Dealing, and the Digital Millennium Act. Wang Bandar. This was a good match, ladies and gentlemen. A bit sloppy with the double faults. Both ladies had about 6 double faults. Both ladies winning about 68% of the first serves. But the difference maker, Bandar would give up 11 opportunities for Wang to break her. You're not going to win a match giving your opponent 11 chances to break you. And sure enough, she didn't. Amanda Anisimova is back. Along with Osaka, I say Amanda's one of the purest ball strikers on tour. Very technical, has a lot of power. And listen, guys, despite 4 double faults, winning only 67% of her first serves, the winner count, huge differential, 25-7, even despite having 28 unforced errors. Not enough, ladies and gentlemen, for Carly to defeat the American. Amanda advances. What about Julia Herrera taking on Beatrice Haddad? Now, you guys know I'm not going to say anything bad about Beatrice. I don't want those Brazilian fans coming for me. They came for me once. I don't want it to happen again. Beatrice Haddad, despite having 3 aces, 5 double faults, 47 unforced errors, hey, that was still enough to get the win. She advances to the next round. What about Dasha Victoria Tomova? Listen, I don't even have to say the stats. Just look at it. Can you see it? Is it clear to you? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Dasha won just about every category. Too good today. She advances. Peyton Stearns up a set over Emma Navarro. She should have this in the bag. She should be headed to the next round. We'll pick up here later, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, what about Sasha taking on big sister Andreva? Now, listen, guys, this was a matchup here where I talked about earlier. Just the age of these ladies on tour. It looks like they're getting older. And the reality here is tennis is a young women's sport. And yeah, a breadstick in the first set. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Big sister Erica Andreva put on a show. Now, Sasha would turn it on in the second set, but a little too late. Yeah, Erica wins this in straight sets. What about Wang taking on Julia Grabner? Listen, guys, there was a ton of break points in this match, but Wang will win 83% of her first serve, 6 for 11 on breakpoint opportunities. She defeats Julia Grabner. How about Emma Raducanu? She's back, ladies and gentlemen. Despite having 9 aces, she would have 15 double faults. That's right, 15 double faults. Just a ton of errors, ladies and gentlemen. And in fact, Katarina had the opportunity to serve this first set out. She blew it. The second set, very competitive. She blew it again. Emma Raducanu is big time, and she is back. What about Gail Bonjour? Comment allez-vous, ladies and gentlemen? Gail, this was an amazing match. After winning New Zealand, of course, you had to put, 2 of the best Frenchmen on tour together. And a lot of people don't realize that Mary is the best server on tour. His serve is just freaking awesome. Now, again, on the males portion of the tour, we're seeing a lot of the guys, they're getting older. And just Perry Card is just, his serve is just freaking solid. He gets the job done. He literally, I don't think his defense is that great. I think he's got to work on his movement a little bit. I think he needs to work on his slices, his just situational leadership, his awareness sometimes on the court. You can tell just being a taller guy that the athletic ability is not there. And this is really what kept Gail in this match, his athletic ability. Listen, guys, this would go 3 sets. How about 140 winners? How about nearly 40 aces? And Gail prevails in a pick'em in a 3-set thriller, ladies and gentlemen. How about Jovic? Listen, guys, the young teen, everyone wanted to know, would she play well here on the big stage taking on Nuria Diaz? My personal opinion is, after watching her in Texas on the lower level, she's got what it takes. All eyes are on her for the next young upcoming American on tour. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, she would win about 78% of her first serves against a top tier defensive player, Nuria Diaz. And she gets to win. She's headed to the next round, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Jovic. Upcoming American. What about Diana? Would it be another day for Diana? Not today, ladies and gentlemen. She will live to play another day here in Australia. A breadstick in the first set, 5 aces, 67% of her first serves for most of this match, but she would actually end over 70%. That's right, guys. She came on really strong in the second set. Diana Yastremska wins as we pick up again. Emma Navarro. Yes, guys, down a set, down 2-love in the second set. But Peyton Stearns, guys, I don't know if there's something wrong with the stamina, but just like that match against Dasha that went nearly 3 hours and 30 minutes, this match would go 3 hours and 22 minutes. And guess what? Emma Navarro would come back and get the win, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about nearly 40 winners each. We're talking about nearly 60 unforced errors each. Yeah. And Peyton Stearns fails to serve this match out. Emma Navarro comes back. She gets the win. Peyton Stearns, I'm noticing the stamina. Not all that great as she blows yet another match. She takes a loser's walk, but she's definitely not a loser. An amazing talent, but she's definitely going to have to work on that serve. When she is in position to serve out these matches, her serve is letting her down in a major way, ladies and gentlemen. A quick rundown on all of the concluded matches. And let's take a look, ladies and gentlemen. Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova, she takes out Yuyan. Julie Niemeyer takes on Maya Chawalenska. Pegula takes out Maya Joint. Jacqueline Christian comes back exhausted and takes out Petra Marchik, Team Vegan. Marta Kashuk takes out Neha Binu. Elisa Mertens takes out Victoria Golubic. Yes, Avalva, she comes back and takes out Greet Minin, ladies and gentlemen. Karolina Muhova takes out Nadia Podoroska. Danielle Collins, Denny Mel takes out Daria Snyder. I talked about Osaka and Carolyn Garcia. Horrible ELC. We got to do something about that. Emma Raducanu again over Ekaterina. Wong over Bandar. Beatrice Haddad over Julia Herrera. Shu Wong over Julia Grabner. Amanda Anisimova over Carly. Dasha takes out Tabova. Erica Andreeva takes out Shasha Zhang. Emma Navarro, as we see here, comes back down a set 2-love, takes out Peyton Stearns. That was horrible to see Peyton Stearns collapse and lose another match like that. Jovic, yes, the young American takes out Nuria Diaz. Diana Yastremko over Mayer Sharif. Kimberly Burrell, Anna Kalinskaya, that was canceled. Burrell would get a new opponent, Ava Liz. Ava Liz would defeat her. Vavara takes out Kat McNally. Kovinic takes out Lulu Sunfu. Elena Rybakina takes out Jones. And listen really quick about Elena Rybakina. She had some words to say to Pam Shriver. Actually, she said, Pam Sugar, it's not nice for her to say that, because I never say these things about Stefanos, and for a former player and coach on tour, that's not professional for her to say these things. I kind of agree. I don't think that was her place. And again, there was a lot of channels online talking about this Elena Rybakina situation. And I'm going to cover it. I'll cover it in the next video. But I wanted to refrain from commenting on that situation. And like I said, when I talked briefly about it, I said, look, I'm not going to go in on that story. I'm not going to discuss it because we don't know. If she's never really came out, and she did kind of lead the media on, I don't know if you want to say, I don't know. She kind of left us in the dark. I'll just keep it simple, right? So Elena Rybakina, she really left us in the dark about that situation. She left us to speculate, and I think a lot of people did speculate. But now it looks like she's somewhat backtracking, right? She's trying to clean up any damage. She's trying to do damage control, clean up any type of issue or perception the media has about Stefanos. And the reality is, if she's backing him, there's not much you can do. Now, she is upset. with the provisional suspension. She threatened to boycott the Australian Open. But the reality here is Pam and all of these other channels that did leave these horrible comments about Stefanos, now you got to hold that. You got to hold that because the reality here is Elena's, she's backing him. She wants him in her corner. And my personal opinion is I think she realizes that because her game hasn't looked good. Even though she has one of the best coaches on tour in her corner right now, she realizes that she needs him probably more than he needs her. And he's back. He's going to be on the team. So we have to get used to that. And there's nothing we could do. She wants him as her coach. So it kind of is what it is. And she gets the win today. She I don't think she's been looking great, to be honest with you, but she does get the win today. She's headed to the next round, and we're going to take a look at who she plays next. But I think her serve's been affected a lot without him. I mean, even though today, 11 aces, 0 double faults, but her serve has been affected. She's been winning less than 75% of her first serves in a lot of her recent matches, and even in the 60 percentile range. So she looked good today. We're going to see how long she can keep that up. Stay tuned on Elena Rybakina because I think she's going to have drama this entire season. She said she just wants to play tennis. She doesn't want to focus on anything except for tennis. And that's good. If she can find that mental space, I think she'll do well this season. But again, I just think that she's fighting too many battles off the court right now. Gabriela Elena Ruse, she takes out Arena Big U. Yulia Putintseva takes out Elena Venetian. And Zhang Shui takes out McCartney Kessler as a huge underdog. We're talking like a 7-1 underdog. Madison Keys takes out Ann Lee, ladies and gentlemen. And we got more matches to come. Let's just take a look at the next round real briefly. All right. How about Arena Sabalenka hits hard? We're going to take her to defeat Buzis Monero. That's right, guys. Tatiana Maria taking on Clara Towson. If Maria can make Towson work, she's got a shot, but I'm going to go with Towson to put away some of those balls with their just long wingspan, long reach. A lot of those overheads, Towson's just going to put away. That's right, guys. Unlike Bernardo Pair, Towson will put them away. Magdalena Frech taking on Anna Blinkova. I'm gonna go with Freck to defeat Blinkova. Right, she's gonna have the better stamina. I talk enough about Blinkova. I'm taking Magdalena. Uchima taking on Mira and Dreva. I'm gonna take Mira to defeat Uchima. Diana Snyder over Isla Tomjanovic. This is gonna be a good match. I think Isla can beat Diana, but I'm gonna go with Diana to get the win here. Yeah, this is gonna be a good match. I'm really looking forward to that. Harriet Dart makes it out of the first round, guys, as a lucky loser, taking on Dana Vekic. I like Vekic to defeat Harriet Dart. Anastasia Paluchenkova taking on Potapova, the two Russians. I'm going to go with Potapova to defeat Anastasia. Well, yeah, both of their names, Anastasia. I'm going to go with Potapova, right? Well, that's funny. Laura Segman taking on Zhang. I'm going to take Zhang Qinwen to defeat Laura Sigmund. Coco Gauff, Jody Burge. I'm going to take Coco to defeat Jody. I think Jody's coming back. Good story, but she's going to be too stationary. I think Coco wins that match. She's going to make Jody move, and that's going to be an issue. Buxa taking on Leyla Fernandez. I'm going to take Leyla Fernandez to defeat Christina Buxa. Carolina Muhova taking on Osaka. I'm going to go with Osaka this time to get the win. That's right, guys. Osaka over Carolina Muhova. Susan Lemans, Belinda Bencic. I'm going to take Belinda to defeat Susan Lemans. Paula Badosa, I'm going to take her over Gibson. Julia Niemeyer, Marta Kostyuk. I'm going to take Marta Kostyuk to get the win there. I'm going to take Ludmila over Olga Danlovic. I'm going to take Pegula over Lisa Mertens. I'm going to take Rybakina over Jovic. That's right, the young American. And I'm going to take Yastremska over Kavinik. And we're waiting on a couple of matches to finish up here, but why don't I take a look at Gabriela Elena Ruse taking on Keys. I'm going to take Madison Keys to win that. Ayava, I'm going to take Danielle Collins to defeat Ayava, the hometown favorite. I'm going to take Beatrice Haddad over Erica Andreva. I'm going to take Svitolina over Carolyn Dohide. I'm going to take Emma Navarro over Wong. Can she recover? We will certainly see. I'm going to take Putintseva to defeat Zhang. And I'm going to take Dasha over Wong. I'm going to take Eva Liz over Vavara. See if she can work that defensive pace. That's going to be a good match there. I'm going to take Bronzetti to defeat Jacqueline Christian again. They just played recently. I'm going to take Emma Navarro. I'm going to take Amanda Anisimova over Emma Navarro. I'm sorry, Emma Raducanu. Why did I say Emma Navarro? I'm going to take Amanda Anisimova to defeat Emma Raducanu. And I'm going to take Iga Swiatek over Rebecca Shramkova. Those are the picks, guys, for the next round. Tennis in a Minute. Thanks for listening to the fastest minute in tennis. Hope you enjoyed it. Like the video, show some love, hit the super thanks. We'll be right back. Peyton Stearns blew it. Ouch.